Hello and welcome to the English Magnet. Today's video, present simple versus present continuous, made easy. Both these tenses express actions in the present, but they do so in distinct ways. Think of the present simple as a series of still frames that combine to form a complete video, whereas the present continuous is like a single frozen frame, capturing a specific moment in time. Chances are you've already used both tenses, but mastering their accurate use can be a bit problematic. So let's walk through their formation, explore their specific purposes, and uncover the time hints that guide their usage. Okay, let's get started. Present simple, formation. This is the verb tense used to talk about facts, habits, and day-to-day life. Using it is straight to the point, but with a few quirks. To do so, you plug the base form after a subject. For instance, I walk, you laugh. The only tricky bit is with he, she, it, where the ending changes. Add an S at the end, unless it's a modal verb, such as must, can, or may. These require no change to the base form. Example, the dog takes a walk every day. He can go around the block. Verbs ending in SS, SH, CH, X, ZZ, and O. Add ES to the base form of the verb. Example, he watches TV every evening. Alice brushes her teeth regularly. Verbs ending in a consonant plus Y. By Y, add IES. Example, she studies French on Saturdays. My parrot flies in my room every morning. Exceptions. Yes, the rule breakers are have becoming has, and be becoming is. Only to be has three distinct forms in the present simple. Example, it has a long tail. He is thoughtful. So far, so good? When dealing with the negative form, you follow the structure subject plus do not or does not plus base form. You've guessed it, does not applies to he, she, it. Example, you do not defenestrate people you disagree with. It's just common sense. We hope we can all agree on that one. It does not follow a clear set of rules. No need to add an S to the second verb word with he, she, it, since does already shows the S ending. When dealing with a question, you follow the structure do or does plus subject plus base form. By the way, you can put a question word at the very beginning when needed. Example, where do they get their clothes? Why does she not leave earlier on Tuesdays? Contractions are encouraged and pretty much everywhere. Don't forget that. Do not equals don't. Does not equals doesn't. Example, they don't fly coach. It's either business class or nothing. Doesn't she work at a different branch? Present continuous. formation. Okay, let's cover the present continuous. It's to specifically focus on now. It's actually easier to form than the present simple. 2 words. The first one is the verb to be in the present simple, am, are, or is. Then, your second word shows the action or state by adding ing to it. So it looks like this: subject plus am, are, or is, plus present participle. That's the fancy way to say base form plus ing. Example: she is listening. They are finishing. The negative form requires not between your 2 verb words. Example: we are not driving. Or use one of its contracted forms. We aren't driving. We're not driving. If you're curious to dive deeper into the present continuous, click on the link. Now let's look at key differences. The confusion when using the present simple and the present continuous usually comes from subtle differences in how they convey actions in the present. Remember that the present simple relates to a permanent state, while the present continuous focuses on temporary matters. So it's a bit like a star in the night sky versus a shooting star. The first one will be around for a long time, and the second one has a brief existence. Okay, enough with the analogy. Let's look at concrete examples. Permanent situation versus temporary situation. My friend works at NASA as an engineer. This situation is permanent for at least several years. The friend has got seniority and his position is not tied to a particular moment in time. My friend is working at NASA on a new project. This situation is temporary with a focus on the current activity, and it is linked to the present as it's happening now or around the present moment. Fact versus live action. Salt dissolves in water. This is a general fact that is always true. No need for salt and water to be around when you say this. Salt is dissolving in the boiling pasta water. This is happening right now. There is salt and water around you. You're probably in the kitchen. Nice. Old habits versus new habits. John eats eggs every morning. John's been doing this for a long time. It's a routine, and he has no intention of changing things. John is eating bacon with his eggs this week. Oh, John is spicing things up a bit. The bacon is a new element to his breakfast routine. Not judging, but maybe adding fruit next time. Future plans versus programmed plans. We're meeting at the restaurant after work. The screening starts at 9 p.m. Here, both actions actually focus on the future, but one is a plan between friends, we're meeting, and is subject to change, so present continuous, since the planning phase isn't over. Whereas the second one, the screening starts, is programmed and guaranteed to take place. So present simple, because it focuses on the regularity of the event. Time words. If you're still not at ease, there's a pretty good way to distinguish the present simple and the present continuous. Check for time words. It's very common to see the following along the present simple. Time words about frequency: always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never, frequently, occasionally, regularly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Example, she usually goes to the gym in the evening. Side note, always can be used with the present continuous when talking about something that annoys you. Specific time words. Every day, week, month, year, on Mondays, Tuesdays, and so on, in the morning, afternoon, evening, at night, on weekdays, weekends. Example, they have a meeting every Monday. The following go along with the present continuous. Time words about here and now. Right now, at the moment, currently. Example, she is studying now. Time words about an ongoing period. Today, this week, this month, this year. Example, they are traveling this week. This isn't a full list, by no means, but it gives you a sense of what time words are used in each context. All right, that's a wrap on our journey through the present simple and present continuous. Focus on how permanent or temporary the action is and look for time words. By the way, a link to some free material to practice by yourselves can be found in the description below. Hopefully, this has been helpful. Keep practicing and you'll get the hang of it. Thank you for watching. Until next time.